You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. Once again, we're going to demonstrate to the doubters, the doubting Thomases, or just the jealous people. When they say, oh, Clary doesn't do anything. And people think I get angry, but I just laugh at it because we actually do save people's lives. And maybe not his conscious life, his living life, but we're going to save our client's life today. We're talking legally. A young man writes, where'd it go? There we go. Okay. I want a video response of $35. You bidded the right dollar amount for the question you ask. Gentlemen and ladies, you don't tell me how much you're going to pay me. I will read through your questions and I will tell you how much you're going to pay. Just watch the Soup Nazi episode from Seinfeld. It's like that. Just obey me, do what I say, and things go a lot easier. All right. Cappy, this is the pizza delivery guy again. Thanks so much for helping me out in the past. You're so smart and a genius. I don't know about that. Says, I want a video response this time. My name is John Doe. I need advice about selling my homemade wine to people that I know I can trust. My cousin Matthew Doe brews his own beer and sells it to his friends without a license. So now I want to copy his selling idea to make some extra money on the side. I have 4 1-gallon jars that makes 5 bottles of wine each. I was thinking of buying 2 6-gallon buckets that'll make me a lot of wine at once, 30 bottles each. So I need advice on how to maximize profit. It cost me only about $3 to make 1 gallon of wine and $1.85 for each bottle. But I'll be smart and have the person return the bottle when they buy more. I'm very good at finding customers. You live in a particular area, which I'm not going to say. I'm not worried about getting caught because I'm slick. I'm going to sell people an orange and give them a bottle of wine as a gift. More context. By the way, to give you more context, I didn't sell any wine yet. I just made some white wine a while ago. It takes 30 days to be ready. I'll be getting on my 4th jar today in the mail. In the mail? Oh, you're getting your 4th jar in the mail. Okay. Why do you have to get jars in the mail? Can't you go to a place like a Goodwill store and get jars? The other 2 jars I won't be using till January because I'm making random fruit wine like raspberry and peach. I just found out about 90% of the people in my town prefer red wine. I guess it's a guy thing. 1, how do I upsell my customers as much as possible without making them mad? 2, should I just sell a few wine-loving people at about $8 to $9 a bottle, or do I sell it for around $6 a bottle? What I was thinking to a lot of people and make a quick turnover. Should I just wing it, sell a bunch of it, and write down to who paid me the most money for it and only sell it to them? If this is a pure economics thing, you sell it for as much as you can. It's the 2 variables between volume and profit per unit of bottle. And for pretty much every business, that's experimentation. You have to. That's why they have sales, and you can see companies that it's not this set variable in time. It could also depend on the season, Christmas time, Halloween. So that is a constantly moving target, and you're just going to have to get a feel for your business. Lastly, my most important question I want to ask you: if you were me, what would you do to maximize the profit? All right, here's what I would do. I would not do this business at all. Do not start this business. All right, because if you get caught, you're doing jail time, and potentially a lot of it. Okay, because this isn't just Barney Fife and Andy Griffith are going to come in and shut you down because you're moonshining. You're going to break federal and state laws. And not only run into trouble with the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Agency, and breaking interstate law. Good heaven forbid you if you sell this out of state. You're also going to run into trouble with the IRS and the State Department of Revenue, whichever state you're in, for tax evasion. And now, admittedly, you have a small operation, but let's not even go there and fuck with this. I think maybe dealing hard narcotics would be worse. Or maybe prostituting little children would be worse. But there's not. Just don't do this. This is a really dumb idea. Nothing wrong with making bottles of wine as a hobby. All right, you're gonna want to look into your state law and see what like a lot of people are doing craft brews. Everyone's got their little craft brew going on, and so maybe you can make your own wine. You can go get the yeast. And you can make it and give it to friends over the age of 21, okay, that's fine. You can't sell it though, dude. Just don't even fuck with this, all right? So what I would do, if you want to be serious about this, go find out what it costs to get a license to make your own wine and then sell it. I was looking into starting a distillery in South Dakota, and the license was a bit cost prohibitive, not to mention the entire setup. But if you want to start here, and here, this will speak to your entrepreneurial questions, all right? If you're going to do it legally, then the best way is to start off small. And I would not be starting to sell your wine. What if you have a batch go bad and you give people food poisoning? Okay? What you need to do is perfect your process of making wine and get a consistent product out there. So there's nothing wrong with being a hobbyist and having your microbrews or making some homemade wine. Have some friends come over. Hey, what do you think about this? Don't charge them. Don't charge them. Also look into your local laws. Make sure in your state you can brew hobby wine. All I know in Minnesota you can have hobby breweries. You can have hobby wine. You cannot have hobby distills, unfortunately. Tinker with that. Experiment with it. And then perfect your process of making really good wine. And then once you have it down and you know, oh, okay, I can make, I need this many stills, or not stills, jars, or whatever you're calling it. I need this, I don't know how you make wine. I don't know if there's like a tubes or whatever. Oh, I need these type of conditions. I need this type of weather. I need X amount of sun. I presume it needs sun. You go online, you watch a bunch of YouTube videos, and then after a year or 2 or 3, and you finally perfect it, and then like, yeah, his name isn't Bob, but people saying, yeah, Bob makes really good wine. Then maybe you have a product, and then I would look into getting a license, and then maybe potentially selling it locally. All right? But you're not at the let's go into business now stage. You're at the holy shit, me and my friend are making it in his garage. Which is how many great entrepreneurial ideas start, but you need to do it legally if you're going to sell it. So right now, start off as a hobby. If you get good at it and people are like, yeah, damn, Bob, this is really great wine, then look into getting a license and what else is required in your state to produce, market, and sell wine. You go to, I'm sure the Department of Commerce has it listed, but no, don't do this. Do not do this under the radar. Do not do this under the table. All right, you do it when it comes to alcohol, tobacco, or firearms. You do it according to the law. That's what you do. You know, if you're baking bread, oh, okay, fine, you can sell bread, but not booze or any kind of vice. Okay, so. All right, that's it. Glad I could help you out, and trust me, you may not like my advice, but I just did help you out. Do not pursue this illegal venture. And then if any of you guys have any other questions, come talk to America's older brother before you become illegal moonshiners. Go to assholeconsulting.com, and if you can't afford that, go buy my books, Bachelor Pad Economics, Reconnaissance Man, Curse of the High IQ, and Poor Richard's Retirement. Those would be much better and legal bits of advice to follow in those tomes. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.